They'll set up the screen for Hall. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Straight ahead is Hall. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
Sometimes I think cornerbacks can benefit from the fact that quarterbacks might just forget about the idea that they might be near the line of scrimmage. How about the anticipation there, sneaking in and making a big play in the backfield?
So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And it will be Falcon football. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
And still in the first half here, a long way to go. Well, that didn't take long. 1 play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. They'll run with Patterson. 114 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
Williams diving for the end zone, and he'll get there. Touchdown. Just power football there, down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. And New York set to take the field. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They got to get going.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. On 2nd and 10, Wilson, and he'll find Hall. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A Jet 1st down, 18 big yards that time. They go play action with Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. They'll run with Hall. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
You have to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short, definitely was a great time to dial one up.
On 1st down, right back to Hall. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here, as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. Now Wilson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Nick Kwiatkowski able to maneuver in for the sack.
Now that's a heck of a moment for your first sack of the game, because if this long drive ends without a touchdown because of that sack, we're going to look back and say that might be one of the biggest plays of this contest.
So now Wilson and the Jets with a 3rd and long here following the sack. Wilson now on 3rd down. And that is incomplete, as we thought they might do here in week 2 of the preseason. They'd left their starting quarterback out there for this second quarter, and I would imagine we will not see him after halftime.
Yeah, this is the time of year you've got to get your backup some reps and make sure you protect your starting quarterback. And this is a commentary on today's kickers and just how good they are that a coach would think about running his guy out there to try a 59-yarder. Here it backfires on him, but as a kicker, you have to appreciate the confidence that they showed in you.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there, because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Patterson, he'll try it up the middle. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Mariota. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. You know, during these preseason games, we're in week 2 right now, it's always funny looking at our spot charts up here in the booth, because with all the guys that might play in this one, it seems to get bigger and bigger each year.
Yeah, we pretty much supersize them, don't we? Because, you know, remember, they're carrying 90 now. And with the new rules, they'll carry 90 all the way through the preseason before they make the final cut. Oh, yeah, a lot of guys to learn for these games.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now Mariota. Forced out to his left. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Throwing is Mariota, and this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Brian Edwards from 6 yards away, and the Falcons have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Coup for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So that drives 7 plays in length, and the Falcons score to cap it off. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Braxton Berrios now from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Jets ready to get going again here on offense. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. He finds his man complete. That's Wilson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. From the 41, Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hall. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. The Jets on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. On third down, here's Hall. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 42 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 41. They'll toss it out right here to Hall. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 20-yard line. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Hall ought to give up the middle. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. The tackle goes there to Linval Joseph. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. On the move to his left. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Wilson smart to take off and run with it as he's able to pick up the 1st. They'll run with Hall. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Jets have cut it back within a score. Zerline connects on the extra point. Back within a touchdown at 21-14. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as these guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The do-it-all weapon, Cordero Patterson, coming back out. He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent. The blocking's been terrific. And obviously his vision and legs have hurdled him to this big number so far. We could be seeing something really special here.
And we'll see how much they give him the ball here. On 1st down, going back to Patterson. And some space here. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. And 22 more yards there and another 1st down. Once more, they turn to Patterson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And the Jets are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Wilson leading the Jets up now for a 1st and 10 at the 34. Throwing is Wilson. Got a man, it's Berrios complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
The tackle made there by Linval Joseph. second down. Here's Wilson. Flush. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Rashad Evans, the linebacker, recording the sack there.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Escaping the pressure right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Now the Jets send on Braden Mann to punt. Fielded just inside the 20. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. To throw is Mariota. Got Edwards now in the slant. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
190 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in his first half. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They'll go again with Patterson. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll try to throw now. Mariota. Throw left side complete. That's Edwards. And the Falcons are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Mariota. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And the Jets are going to have it here at their own 15. A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. Throwing middle, and it's complete. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. So we're at halftime here on a Monday night. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in just a minute. Week 2 of the preseason is upon us. Each team now with just one more game after this one. And then we will get it all started as we normally do on the first Thursday after Labor Day. Next, a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Falcons. And this has been an absolute clinic in how to run the football. Over 200 yards on the ground just in the first 2 quarters alone. These 2 coaching staffs are likely using this game as their dress rehearsal for the regular season. So some final adjustments being made. And for the call of the second half, we send it back out to Brandon and
Expect to see a good number of backups going forward as we are back and underway here in preseason week 2.
Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Flacco and the Jets now with a 1st and 10
at their own 26. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. Throwing again on 2nd down. Flacco able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
On 1st down, Flacco. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
So that a real wrench thrown in now for this offense. They're trying to make a game of this in the 3rd quarter, but that is not going to help.
Yeah, partner, probably should have used a different tool on that play, right? That ultimately is the kind of play where you can lose a ball game instead of being in a position to win.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6.
Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
And New York set to take the field.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They'll start on the ground. Carter.
And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Passing play, Flacco.
He'll dump this off to Carter, complete.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Charles, for this offense, we take a look at the draft class here. They were looking for a playmaker, and they found one on the outside.
And the way teams are throwing the football nowadays, you can't afford to skip at the wide receiver position. I know that the slot guy is getting more attention now, but that guy on the perimeter, he makes you go.
Throw left side, taken in by Mims.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 43. They go pass again with Flacco.
He's got this one completed to Mims. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection.
On 1st and 10, it's Carter. And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. To pass, Flacco. And he'll complete this one to Berrios. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 13-yard line. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another 1st. A red zone 1st down for Flacco.
That's a screenplay here for Carter.
Touchdown, Jets.
Michael Carter
from 13 yards out.
And the Jets have got it back to within a score.
There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush. Let's get to the quarterback. Let's get to the passer. And then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, wherever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return.
And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 of the 24.
The Falcons offense set to go. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember last drive, they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to...
Bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose.
And that ball popped free. We can hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on him.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
And that one hurts defensively. They force them into third and long, have the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
And their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3-and-out.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked by Marcel Harris.
And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. So that now back-to-back drive CDs that have ended with an interception.
I don't know about you, but I'd call my quarterback over, put an arm around him, and say, hey, take a look at the scoreboard. We're playing with a lead. Let's be smarter about what we're doing out there.
Now a throw out to his fullback is complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Looking to throw again on second down. Flacco. And this one complete to Smith. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Flacco to throw here on third down. And this is going to be caught by Smith for a Jet touchdown.
Jeff Smith.
A 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Jets take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points.
It's all good with a PAT. And we are all tied at 28.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here.
And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10.
They begin the drive with Williams. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
That's to the speedster Olabode Zaccheaus. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
You always worry about those smaller receivers running through that gnarly patch of land in the middle of the field. But he did a really nice job there holding on to the football and protected himself as best he could while completing the play.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And some room to maneuver. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
47 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
We often poke a little fun at running backs past the age of 30. Oh, they're getting old, they can't run anymore. Well, he's showing past the age of 30, you can still have some nice runs like that.
You certainly can, and I think that we're starting to expand our definition of old running back. Because it used to be as soon as they hit 30, we want to get rid of these guys and go to the younger guys. But now that the guys are taking such great care of themselves, as you pointed out, you can still get explosive runs at any age.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Jets force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10.
Well, they definitely figured out something defensively at halftime, Charles. That's now 2 drives and 2 interceptions here in this 3rd quarter.
And I think the easy thing for us to say is, boy, they made an adjustment, didn't they? Or they showed him something different. I'm not so sure it's that as much as maybe he's just been impatient and forced the ball a little bit. In any event, as you noted, back-to-back interceptions thrown.
Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is they want to keep building off their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up, place the ball, so they can snap it and get back to work.
First and 10, and Flacco looking to throw. He's going to air one out. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
3rd quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up.
Operating out of the gun, Flacco.
Looking for Mims, but this is intercepted.
And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Now we give up the middle to Williams. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all.
Jamie Sherwood there to make the stop.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Again, it's Williams. And he is going to lose yardage here. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Sometimes that's a danger of putting that jumbo set out there. You just get a lot of bodies massed in one location. You can wind up with 18, 20, maybe even all 22 in the box, and there's nowhere to run the football.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they can pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
So they got the turnover started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. The goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And, boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
So the call there, roughing the passer.
Well, the preseason's time for working out the kinks, but sometimes you've got some defenders who are too eager to impress trying to make this team. And that time we saw one take a shot at...
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Another try after the first down sack. Flacco going to throw right side here, complete.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
I I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Down inside the 40.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Well, still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down. One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. And that'll do it for the end of the third quarter. You're watching back now here at MetLife Stadium. And the question now, can they get closer on third down? A field goal from here, you're looking at right about a 52-yarder. Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
A give, Carter running right.
A little juke, and they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have the first.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now it's Flacco.
They'll set up the screen to Carter. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
The offense on third down tonight, 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This will be 3rd and 5. Flacco looks to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete.
And the Jets are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Nick Bawden taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Jets have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
So Ryan connects on the extra point. And they will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
Taking it about the 1. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
So out come the Falcons now.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown. Their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Well, they go with a slant that time, 15 yards at a 1st down. They'll look to throw here. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball, pick up the 1st down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do in that one is a receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done. You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but It's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
14 yards there on a Falcon first down. They'll stay on the ground with Williams.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get.
Well, this is intercepted. They get Ritter for the 3rd time. Picked off by Brandon Eccles.
The 20, 10, 5, and he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown.
Well, part of this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because, remember, they had a pick 6 on the other side, and now they get a pick 6 of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick 6 from earlier in this game?
They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here.
We'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the...
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. From the gun, Flacco. He's got Smith here. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
They'll run with Carter.
And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for first down. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Play action, Flacco.
He'll get that one to Carter complete. And he's going to get this down near the 25. On 2nd down, a run with Carter.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets.
Michael Carter
ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the Jets have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter.
Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead is up to 18 now. The drive summary that time, 5 plays.
And it was Michael Carter who finished it all off with a touchdown run. Taken in at the 3.
Now a hit and a loose football. And they're going to take over right there at the 22.
Carter will try the right side.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Here's Flacco. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted.
And the Falcons are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And it's complete. It's Damian Williams. And almost, but not quite. Needed 10. He got 9. Fourth down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. At first glance, I actually wasn't sure that he got it, but he ended up getting it by about a full yard.
He certainly did, but it took a little effort, didn't it? Took some nice push, a little crease inside, and some determined running to make sure that he got the first down.
Yeah, he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you to the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. Now carry number 20 of the game. Here's Williams. And he is going to have a Falcons first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
They'll get this into the hands of Hodge. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Complete to Zacchaeus. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws. That's a great run right there on first down. Didn't quite get into the end zone, but now you've set yourself up for at least 2, maybe 3 more shots from close range.
Williams will try again. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. This likely a must-have, 3rd and goal. They'll run it with Williams. That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on first down, but unable to do much from there. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during the ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Now Carter to start the drive. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Carter once more. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. Charles, these moves inside, their heads are hanging as they walk off the field today, and really
Alright guys, we're back right here at BT's Gaming. I didn't realize that I had my mic on my controller muted that entire game, last game. But as you saw, I lost to New York Jets. I keep wanting to call them the Giants. Yeah, we're about to take on Jacksonville. They're 2-0, or they're 0-2. My bad. They're 0-2. I'm 1-1. This is pretty cool jerseys. I like the all black though. That's me right there. What kind of shoes we got? Let's see. There was a pair. Ooh. Those are cool. Alright, we'll go with those. But yeah, my record is 1-1. Still the preseason. Last game of the preseason right here. Then we start our regular season.
The third and final week of the preseason is here. A fourth exhibition game is a thing of the past. It's the Jaguars and the Falcons, next on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today it's week 3 of the preseason, and we've got a good one in store between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Atlanta Falcons. And Charles Davis with you, and now we sit CD at week 3 of the preseason, and this is the one that the coaches probably think is pretty valuable, right?
Certainly. This is the dress rehearsal. This is the one where your starters are going to play. You might even game plan a little bit more than you do with a normal preseason game, and then you've got to decide, do you bring them back after halftime and get them going again in the third quarter so they're ready to go when the regular season begins? I'm eager to see how these coaches will handle that.
Set to go, Young Wei Koo ready to do the honors. And we are underway here on EA Sports. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. Jacksonville's offense trots out here for the first time, and all eyes go right to number 16. Now in his second season as the team's face of the franchise, Trevor Lawrence.
For everyone who expected the highly touted Trevor Lawrence to champion the Jaguars to instant success last season, well, they got a little bit of a reality check. Despite the struggles, though, he still took on a major leadership role within the locker room and among the team. He also flashed some of his considerable potential on the field, particularly in a defiant Week 18 win over Indianapolis that knocked the Colts out of the playoffs.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right and past the 40 before he's out of bounds. An early statement on the game's first play, 18 yards and a first down. And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Lawrence will throw. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack.
First sack of the game, right there.
First sack of the game. So now after the sack, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long.
Let's go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 41-yard line. They'll go option to the short side. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
A play fake for Robinson. Now Lawrence. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
I am playing on Pro.
So not quite a 1st and goal.
A little bit harder.
1st and 10 from the 10.
I think, I don't know.
Lawrence with the hand off
Rookies
to
too.
Robinson.
I'll blow them
And
away.
the stop will come inside the 5
I
at the
was
4.
thinking, one step the difficulty higher, it shouldn't be that much harder. But damn, dude.
Play action. It's Lawrence.
I don't know. Oh, sack number 2. I told you I wasn't going to be the only one. Hell yes. Sack number 2. Let's get number 3. Come on. Come on, D.
Now Lawrence on 3rd and long.
Boom! Sacked again.
He lost the football. And the Falcons grab it.
Yes, sir. He said, give me that ball.
At the start of the game, has a mental image of how they expected to go. And I think that was going exactly as they scripted it offensively. Moving the ball well, seemingly in control.
That ball
and
was
that
out.
fumble, that's got to be a little bit deflating, don't you think?
Foiled the whole plan there. Turned the ball over.
Well, the Falcons now get to stretch their wings on offense here, and at quarterback for them is a former 2nd overall pick who spent 4 seasons as a starter in Tennessee, Marcus Mariota.
Mariota now after the fumble recovery.
Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
And that's caught. It's Brian Edwards.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 14 yards there and a Falcon 1st down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
On 2nd down, a run with Patterson.
Room here to run.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here.
That good for 19 and a 1st down. Mariota now.
How do you not catch that?
Target and incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Nice.
Mariota's throw taken in by Edwards.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a
Yeah,
yard
no,
or two
son. Let's
shy
get you in
of
that
the
end
10.
zone, Mr. Edwards.
Clock
Let's
rolling
go.
as we
Man.
hit the midway point of this first quarter.
Get you in that end zone, sir.
1st
Get them
down,
6 points.
Mariota.
Get them 6 points.
Touchdown.
Yes, sir.
Edwards, an 11-yard touchdown.
And the Falcons take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So that lines up a 7-play drive all told. And the end result, an Atlanta touchdown.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the 2nd time here in this game. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. The throwing to
start the drive, but that one incomplete. You know, last week I remember asking you, what would an offensive coordinator be looking for week 2 of the preseason? Now we're in week 3. Defensive coordinator-wise, what's he looking at?
For the most part in preseason, you're playing pretty basic stuff.
Taking it right
Oh,
down
wow.
the
Really?
20.
Okay.
Jaguars.
Wow, that was
Evan Ingram, 75 yards.
unexpected.
And the Jaguars
I wasn't ready
able to
for that.
strike quickly here as
I was
they are
not
8
ready
for
for that
6.
whatsoever. It's alright. Tie game.
Extra point by Badgley. Up
Okay,
and
it's only
good.
first quarter.
And we are
Let's
tied
go.
at 7.
Give me that ball back. Show you
That
what I
drive
can
started
do.
on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the
Wow.
end zone. So
2
all even
plays.
at 7 now as they
That's
kick
crazy.
it away. From out of his end zone, it's Avery Williams.
Oh, man.
No room to run as he's
Hell.
tackled down inside the 20.
What is going on?
So for the second time in this one, we get set to see
Let's
the
not throw
Falcons
this game away
offense.
like I did the last.
Certainly
Good
they'd rather have the
Lord.
scenario they had last time. Now, Charles, remember they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Nice catch, steal the feed, boy.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Move them feet.
And
Move them
getting this
feet.
just shy of
Move them
midfield,
chains.
spotted at
Let's
the
move
49.
it. Come on, man.
Back-to-back
Keep it
nice
up.
plays, 12 yards that time, and a first down. On first down, going back to Patterson.
I
And
saw
he's
a
gonna
hole.
take this across
I saw a
midfield
hole. I
into
tried to hit it.
Jacksonville territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
There you go, Pitts.
Mariota's throw into the hands of Pitts here. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 30. That one good for 16 as the drive continues.
Edwards.
So
Time
first
to
and
go to
10
work.
now from the 30.
You had extra
play
practice
fake,
this week. Let's see if
Mariota.
it works. Oh, nice catch, sir. Yes, yes, yes,
And
yes.
he's brought down, but not before he reaches the
Hell
8-yard
yeah,
line.
dude. Oh, my
Well
God.
executed, 22-yard gain.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like
Woo.
that, they're going to be
I can't
set up
believe I
on the
pulled that
first
off.
and goal.
They'll
Cannot believe I pulled that off. Get off. Get off.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line.
It's all good.
That
It's
sends
all
them
good.
2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd
I'm
down.
about to throw it in
They
there.
have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with
Boom,
force.
touchdown.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Bryan Edwards ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. So that drive goes 8 plays. And the Falcons score to cap it off. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. The football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence.
Looking for
Oh,
Jones.
interception. Pick six, pick six, pick six, pick six, pick six.
Takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
Yes, sir.
In Excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick six.
Koo now for the point after. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Oh, wow. What the hell? What the hell?
Not gonna catch him. He's in.
Wow.
Touchdown.
Nice return. Nice return.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
The PAT good. It would draw him closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And this will be a touchback as it sails over the end line. And here now come the Falcons. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute. But did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it. And afterwards, they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
1st and 10, it's Patterson. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Again, Patterson. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 88 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, not get loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
They go play action. Mariota. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 13-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
I'll give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. He was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Tossing out right here to Patterson. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Back now in Atlanta, second quarter action. The Falcons with the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Mariota. That ball is caught. It's London for the Atlanta touchdown. Marcus Mariota with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Falcons go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it was finished off by a touchdown catch from Drake London. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
All right, guys, we're back. BT's Gaming. Yeah, final game of the preseason right here. Game number 3. My record, it's 1-1. But right now we're winning up by 2 touchdowns, 28-14 against Jacksonville. About to start second quarter. Here we go.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew.
No, they done run it back on me once. I ain't doing it again. I ain't gonna let them do that again. No way. We can't let that happen.
In the process of that kick return, it appears we had an injury. Well, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. We'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment.
Another pick six.
Off the
great,
play
man.
fake. Here's Lawrence. Completing it here to Marvin Jones.
Fucking get his ass. What the hell?
He's at the 40. Past the 20.
Whatever,
Touchdown,
dude.
Jaguars.
Wow.
Marvin
Really?
Jones, 83 yards. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And they're within 7 now at 28-21.
Whatever. I'm about to score.
Those are the runs the offensive coordinators dream about. One play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Bring out the Falcons offense once more. Cordero Patterson ready to go again at running back. He's in his zone, second quarter, already closing in on a 100-yard game.
And that's the magic number for a running back. Anytime you get to that triple digits, that's all you're looking for. But he's got a chance to really exceed that in this one.
Yeah, he does. That's been the gold standard for a long time, hasn't it, that 100-yard mark?
It really has, and that never has to shift because it's in a game. It's a 1,000-yard mark. I'm wondering, since we've gone from 12 to 14 to 16 games, maybe we need to up that a little.
Oh, no.
Shaquille Griffin with a pick.
Oh,
and they will
boy.
set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Not what I wanted to see. Not what I wanted
Not
to
his
see.
best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
A reminder, opening weekend definitely in sight now. Thursday, September 8th, that's when it all gets going. The defending champs, LA Rams, hosting the team that many think could win the AFC, the Buffalo Bills. Charles and I will be there, and then we got some great matchups on that Sunday as well. Kansas City and Arizona, Raiders and the Chargers, and on Sunday night, Tom Brady, he's back, and his Bucs are heading to Dallas to take on the Cowboys. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. Lawrence.
Sacked again.
Pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. To try again after the sack. Lawrence, his throw incomplete. His offensive starters.
Come on, D. Come on, D.
Plans for them to at least play into the third quarter, if not all the way through it.
Yeah, it might go by feel. If they have a really good first drive to start the third quarter, they might pull them after that. If not,
All right,
might leave
fourth
them out
down.
there a little bit longer, but I'll guarantee this, they'll be gone by the start of the fourth quarter.
Let him have the 3. It's okay. Let him have it. Let him have the 3. I don't care. Let's get that ball back. He missed.
This is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and this will stay at a 7-point game.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You've got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Now Patterson to start the drive. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough. Here's Mariota.
Again. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
And the Jaguars are going to
Are you kidding me?
here at their own 47-yard line. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10. On their side of midfield at the 40.
I swear that dude loves to just fucking throw it away.
Here's Lawrence to throw. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. They'll try the jet sweep with Kirk. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it.
Oh!
And it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward.
Nice. That's what I need. That's what I need. That's what I need. Come on.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. 104 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Here's Patterson again. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Muscle burst right there.
A right side run with Patterson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Throwing, Mariota. And he slings one that's incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. He went over 100 yards in the wild card round. He's over 100 here as well. And a 1st down. Back to the ground now. Patterson. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. Got Edwards now on the slant. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Toss left side, Patterson. He pushes forward from maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
On goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens is either called pressure or what I like to call straight-ahead pursuit. A great read, and they get to the backfield and make the play.
And that was a big chunk of yardage lost. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. On fourth down, Mariota is off, and on comes Atlanta's Younghoe Koo. Koo knocks this one through the post.
And that will extend their lead even further.
They already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and then they'll have 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects it.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
And he's got some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
50 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Sir,
Give the sack
come on,
to
man.
Rizzo
Let's
Carter.
get him.
Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Looking to throw, Lawrence.
Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram.
4th
And
and
he's going to be
3,
taken down
4th and
at
2.
the
Watch out,
39,
right over.
clearly short of the first by a few
You better
yards.
go for it. All right. Let's stop him, boys. 4th down. Let's go.
They'll run for it with Robinson.
Yes!
And trying to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short. And he is short. He needed 2. He only got 1. And the Falcons defense stands tall and get the football back.
1st and 10 now for the Falcons, and Mariota
At their 38.
beginning on the ground with Patterson.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
Personal foul. Unnecessary roughing.
A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
Running left, here's Patterson.
Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Once more, they turn to Patterson. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Mariota. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Brian Edwards on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Touchdown. Here's Koo to kick off. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Jacksonville set to go again offensively. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
Now Lawrence on first down. Caught by Jones. And he'll go down, but not before getting this in.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
First and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. Now Lawrence. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. Throwing again here. It's Lawrence. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. 5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on third down. Now Lawrence. And Jones has it over the middle. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
And these two hooked up on a nice game to play before, and I always admire play callers that see a play that works and go right back to it, so they went right back to him. The reward, they're set up with first.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. A very costly sack there on third and goal, pushes him back big time. And now you figure the field goal team coming on fourth.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. Week 3 of the preseason is here. Everyone wrapping up their exhibition schedule. No games for the league on Labor Day weekend. And then it all begins. The 17-game regular season gets underway on the Thursday after Labor Day with the NFL kickoff game. We continue on with a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for the Jags. And it's been the passing game that's been the story. They have feasted on this secondary to the tune of 200-plus yards already through 2 quarters. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, we check out their numbers on the ground as they'll try to keep the momentum going into the second half. Both of these coaching staffs with some big decisions to make coming up as the preseason draws to a close. This second half is going to be filled with a lot of evaluation. And to bring it your way, we go back to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And he returns this to the 22. The Falcons ready to go back to work to start the third quarter. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. They'll go again with Patterson, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
It'll go as a gain of 4. And all of a sudden here, it's third down. Now Mariota. That's into the hands of Edwards. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Patterson, he'll try it up the middle. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. As we surmise, Charles, most of the starting units still out there for this third quarter. First time this preseason that they played into the second half.
And that's by design. Most of the time by this point of the preseason, you want them to go into the half, cool down, and then come back out and warm up to start the third quarter like you would a regular season game. That's exactly what they wanted to get done.
Handoff running left, Patterson. And pretty good pursuit there defensively. He's brought down, no gain on the play. Second down coming up. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on third. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about.
Yes! Yes! Yes!
The CD
Thank you,
helps
Ref.
the home team as they try to erase this deficit. Give them the penalty for pass interference on the defense.
Yeah, and they certainly haven't been happy with what they've seen so far, have they? They're certainly hoping that call now might get the fans back into this one.
Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is...
Touchdown, Falcons! Kyle Pitts, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point. And the lead is now 24. A 10-play drive that time. And it was the tight end Kyle Pitts finishing it all off on the touchdown reception. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. On second down, here's a keeper by the QB. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now Lawrence to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They'll try the jet sweep with Kirk. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Second down and a run by Robinson. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Here's Lawrence. Touchdown, Jaguars. Evan Ingram ready for the regular season with his second touchdown of the game. And the Jags are able to cut into that deficit. Lawrence going to look to throw for it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They attempted to fade to the back corner of the end zone unsuccessfully. And I've been with you long enough, Brandon. I know it's not one of your favorite calls.
Well, it's interesting. Before working with you, I always viewed that as you're just taking away space and you're trapping yourself in a corner. But you actually have told me they're trying to create space where space is not.
Yeah, it's really it's a weird deal, isn't it? But you've got to just move that defender inside to create that separation and that little bit of space where there just isn't much.
1st and 10 now for the Falcons, and Mariota at the 20. Mariota to throw it. And that nearly trouble, but it's incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it, and it'll be 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw Mariota. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. Mariota. And this will be caught by Edwards. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. Straight ahead, Patterson. And some room to work. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. Wow, 185 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Patterson running between the tackles. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 24-yard line. 11 more yards there. This methodical drive continues.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Meanwhile, here a run on 1st down really backfires as he's going to be brought down well behind the line of scrimmage.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Jags are going to have it here at their own 15. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their own 15. They'll look to ETN to start things out. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Lawrence will throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Lawrence. He's got him in. Complete. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Well, he's certainly trying to earn his way into some more looks in the offense once the regular season heats up. If he continues to make plays like that, I think QB1 will look his way a little more often once the regular season begins.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. On 2nd and 11 now. Lawrence. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Lawrence with the handoff to Robinson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Here's Lawrence to throw. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Lawrence. And Ingram hauls it in. And he is going to have a Jags first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. A give left side to Robinson. And despite the fancy footwork we saw, they'll get to him just inside the 15. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Jaguar football, but a little work to do for them. They trail here as we start the 4th. And that's incomplete. Following the play here, now we've got an injury. Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. Let's take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment. To throw is Baker. Steps away to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Well, with that field goal, you can argue they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but still a pretty uphill battle.
Still going to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to get back into it. And as you and I know, that's a tall order against any NFL defense. They're going to need their own defense to make some plays as well to give them an opportunity.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Atlanta regains possession of the football. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. That's to the speedster, Olamide Zaccheaus. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. They'll look to throw. He'll drop this down to Williams. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the 1st on the 35-yard stripe. So on 4th down, Ritter heads to the sideline. Younghoe Koo gets set for the Atlanta field goal. This to make it a 3-score game late. And this is good. It was running by gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And that will extend their lead even further. So that almost certainly this puzzle. A 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. The Jaguars on third down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Baker to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Jones. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now Baker. That's caught. It's Dan Arnold, the tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league,
and eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Grady Jarrett picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now back to throw. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Falcons grab it. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. They sure run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Now we give up the middle to Williams. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They run it again with Williams. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. But whatever they were trying to call, Chad Muma had it read from the start, getting behind the line of scrimmage and dropping him. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. They give it to Williams, running right. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
I haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there. No touchdown.
From 13 yards out, as these guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Through for the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. A drive that time of 6 plays. And the end result, an Atlanta touchdown. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. No return here for Claybrooks, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll look to throw here. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Pryor has it complete. And he is going to have the Jaguars first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Draw play, ETN. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. And just a yard to go here on second down. ETN once more. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Jones has it. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Second and 3. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Throwing right, and that's complete. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, he's been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Going for it, here's ETN. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. He'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
2nd and 9 now. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 3rd and goal. Trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal.
There's another example of playing football isn't strictly being physical. You got to think as well. Nice job reading his keys by the linebacker and going out in the open space when they dumped it to...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And the Jaguars' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Falcons back out getting set for this next drive. Well, CD, this is the ideal situation. The 4th quarter, you come out here late, not much time on the clock with a comfortable lead and put the final nail in the coffin.
Yeah, this offense, all game long, they've been powerful. They've been dangerous. You're exactly right. They can end this one on their own terms.
And they will take a knee here. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
Meeting your season goal comes with higher rewards, but also higher risk. It's Madden NFL 23 on EA Sports, and the wait is over for this rivalry game. It's the Saints and the Falcons, and it's coming up next on EA Sports.
Set to go, Young Wei Koo ready to do the honors. And off we go on EA Sports. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. Now here come the Saints about to begin their first possession, and the man in charge of this offense, his 8th season now in the NFL, former #1 pick, Jameis Winston.
It was terrible to see Jameis Winston suffer his torn ACL last season because he had the Saints rolling in his first year running the show in New Orleans. They went 5-2 in his starts, and they were just 4-6 after he was injured. And how about this? He only threw 3 interceptions, really addressing the big concern people had from his time as a starter in Tampa. New Orleans, they plan to roll with him for a second season and hope that last year's performance will carry over in a full season.
12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. Jameis to throw it. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. From the gun, Winston. That pass complete to Deontay Hardy. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 32-yard line. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Kamara off the draw. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down. Not the graphic that this fan base wants to see week 1, Charles. They were hoping to see key acquisitions, some bright spots. Instead, we're talking about injuries, preseason injuries that have guys missing here in this one.
And even in today's football, where everyone does their best to try to...
Touchdown, New Orleans! Michael Thomas, 31 yards. And the Saints are on the board here first in the season opener. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards. And it's Michael Thomas who ends it with a touchdown reception. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Well, the Falcons now get to stretch their wings on offense here, and at quarterback for them is a former 2nd overall pick who spent 4 seasons as a starter in Tennessee, Marcus Mariota.
Coming out of Oregon as the Heisman Trophy winner, we thought that this guy was headed towards superstardom, and while he didn't quite reach those heights, he did have some flashes along the way. And right now,
he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Pete Werner. And he will take